Hey guys, Mike here with Educational Lunch with another video. This is a how-to. It's a little break from Stock Talk, but I feel like it could help some of us out here as far as for frozen air conditioner. Yeah, it happened to me. Unfortunately, I got home and the AC was running and running, and lo and behold, we had this problem. Yeah! Check this out. Frozen pipes! Inside and outside, yep. Frozen pipes, inside and outside of the AC. So today's episode for this one is how are we going to get the AC running when the pipes are all frozen. So you'll come home, the house will be very freaking warm, and the AC will run and run and run and run, and your pipes are frozen. We're gonna show you how to defrost everything. So, mental note to selves, guys. If you do not feel confident or you don't want to fart around with this, call your professional heating and air conditioner. Do not try this at home. Do not have everything powered on, things like that. Turn the thing off before you're gonna mess with anything, and call your local provider if you do not feel comfortable doing this. Also, if you want like not a lot of aggravation, probably call a professional. Just a heads up, you know. So as you can see, guys, before you're gonna fix this, if you go outside to your outside, your lines are frozen. There's a beautiful pic. So that means when you get home, you get the Price is Right song. Bum, 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 bam. You know you got a problem. Okay guys, so the next thing you want to do is go to the air conditioning unit, and you're going to shut off the fan. You're going to shut off the air conditioner because that's going to defrost your pipes. If you don't turn this off, you will not defrost the pipes. As you can see, when I did it, it's magic! Woohoo! You have defrosted the pipes. Now, you don't have to, now you can celebrate because you got step one done and you can have some fun. So the pipes are melting. Hey peeps, so the next one we're going to do is we're going to get a socket wrench or any type of wrench, preferably a socket would be way easier. You're going to take you're going to take these plate bolts off right here. Circling back with Jen, going through, and you're going to take those off. Now we're trying to get into the box here to check out the filter and check out what's it called? I'm not a heating and plumbing, but this is like a do-it-yourself to try to save yourself some dinero on the house calls. So we are going to go to go to the filter area and go to the coils and see if we can clean those off. Now we'll get back to what you're supposed to use here in a second. Okay, one of the things I wanted to point out is possible some of the things that could be happening as well. You could have a clogged drain pipe. It could have been filled with ice too. So we melted some of this. I already know that inside everything's frozen there. We're just melting it out right now. But also check to make sure that this sucker is not leaking there. Not leaking, but frozen. Because if it's frozen, you're going to have to de-thaw that out too. So just an FYI there. Make sure you don't have any frozen pipes or anything in the drain. So, okay, so one of the things I wanted to go over with you, just so we covered in the step, after you actually turn the AC on, you're going to want to turn the fan off and turn the fan on, and that'll defrost the pipes, and then go into this step. So defrost the pipes and then take this cover off. Just an FYI, if you take it off and everything's still frozen. If it's still frozen when you take this off, walk away from it, turn on the fan, run it to defrost it till it's defrosted, and then come back to this step. Hey boys and girls, we're in, and you could see that it is completely frozen. So what we got to do is wait for that to melt, or turn on the fan and run the fan and wait for that to get out of there. Once that's out of there, we're going to go look for the filter. A lot of times with the filter, it's not as far as it's clogged up, and so you need to get filter cleaner either from Lowe's or you can go get they have a type of online solution that you could use. But if you want to just not mix solutions, things like that, make sure you get your cleaner. You can get it anywhere. It's just the AC filter there, cleaner. Okay, what you guys are going to want to do, guys, once you locate the filter, it all really depends on your model. So you're going to want to find where that filter is, and depending on your model, grab that, clean it out, replace it, do what you have to, because if that thing's all jacked up, you want to take the wet dry vac and you want to suck everything, all the nasty crap inside the machine, which we'll go into, and you want to get that out, because if you don't do that, now you have to defrost it regardless as well, like I was saying, and we'll get into that here in a second. So once you've located the filter and you've gotten into the machine, you'll want to make sure that everything is cleaned out of there, because oh, you nasty man. Ugh. So inside, all of this cannot be frozen, it all has to be melted. So mine's still in the process of melting, so we're not going to try to we're just going to try to run the fan for a little bit, cover that. But make sure you clean everything out with a shop vac, make sure it's all powered down. When you locate your filter area, make sure you have everything cleaned out, because if you got a bunch of gunk on everywhere, and by where your fan's at, and where everything's dirty by the filter, you could try cleaning your filter. I just say replace it, but if you want to get into that and clean everything, you can clean these guys with just the nice solution. Find something that's not corrosive, something they sell at the hardware store or something like that, one of your local places. Do that. And then, like I said, this has to be melted when your technician, I mean, if your technician gets here and it's all melted, it's not melted, they're obviously going to be on site longer. So you want to have it melted anyway. So like I said, repeating on this, run your fan if it's not melted, and then just keep it like it is. And if it's hot enough in your house, it'll eventually melt out. But quickest way is to run the fan. But make sure when you get into all this stuff that you have your power out. No, so this isn't a professional video. If you're unsure about any of this, scrap this and just call a professional. But this is one way to get it going. If your AC is not running, most likely it is clogged and it's dirty and filthy. But also it might have to charge Freon. You might need Freon to charge the Freon. So it's one step to clean it out. You should be servicing this routinely every once in a while. Not like every 6 months or something like that. Ask your local technician. But yeah, just go and you can clean it out, try it. But it's possible if this doesn't work that you have to call your local heating guy repairer. I'm pretty much gonna do that if this doesn't work. So, but yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't make it a dog show. And good night now. So the next step you're gonna have to do is take off this plate. Okay, you guys see it there? There's your socket wrench. You're gonna have to take these bolts off to get in there to clean on the inside. That's gonna be your next step. I'm sure it'll be dirty. I'll get you guys a pic there in a second. Okay guys, so we're in there, and this is probably the problem right here. Do you guys see all that crap in there? Sick! Yeah, it's freaking nasty. So we want to go in there and we want to lightly take a vacuum, like a shop vac. Don't press against against it, because you're gonna freaking dent those. So you're gonna want to lightly vac with a shop vac. Suck all that up. Suck all that nasty half-inch gunk on the side. Get that out of here. Wondering about this pole. I cut mine out because mine was nasty. I'm replacing the plate on the A-frame. But normally, if yours isn't as bad as mine was, you would take the line out right here, replace that, and you should be able to get that off. Also, you would need a tool to get the pieces off here. I didn't have that, so I just removed it. So there's some of it there, and we'll get back with you here in a sec. Okay guys, I just wanted to show you how disgusting that is. You need to get rid of all of that with the shop vac, lightly doing it like I was saying, because you have a thick layer of freaking cupola. You see all that nast? That's all got to go. That's the reason why you're freaking blowing out warm air. Not warm air. The reason why you're blowing out cool air, but it's not blowing because that thing's all jacked up. Now, it's also possible that you have your Freon or some of the coils are jacked up, but this is one of the steps. Most of the time this works. If not, you're going to have to call the professional, and they're going to have to give you either new Freon or a new AC, depending how old your Freon is. Freon R22, they priced it up. You're probably looking at a $700 fill-up sometimes, so just an FYI. That's in 2021 dollars. So that's better than it was before. The next step we want to do in there, because we still have some residual, is we want to get some coil cleaner, and you put coil cleaner on there and it evaporates the dust and things like that. So you just got to put that on there and it should self-eat there on that. So guys, it's all done. We have got cool air. We're good to go. If you're not blowing cool air, it probably means your Freon is toast. You need to recharge that, have a professional do that, or you could go buy it online. You could charge it and buy the recharger kit. If it's still not working, other problems, then you probably have to call a professional. So just make sure when you're calling a professional that you guys you know, do Google reviews and check everybody out. So, but other than that, that's how you do it. Hit me up with any questions. I'll be happy to answer them for you. If it's not something, refer you to you know, your professional. If it's not blowing cold air, mine's blowing cold air, I'm back to normal, just because we got rid of all that gunk and dust. That's the main thing, is vacuuming that out lightly, then putting the coil cleaner on. You hear that? That's the sound of cool air coming out. We are good. So thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe. Don't make it a dog show. And good night now!